Over the weekend, Eric Trump appeared on Fox News opposite host Maria Bartiromo to complain about the fact that Joe Biden has now made 6 weekend visits to Delaware. Could you imagine anything more infuriating than a president not spending time in the White House? I mean, Eric Trump surely can't, and apparently neither can Maria Bartiromo. Take a look at what happened when the two of them started talking about Joe Biden just apparently refusing to go to work. Here it is.
Here, it's worth noting that Biden spent this weekend in Delaware, his 5th trip home since becoming president. That's his 6th weekend away from the White House. We're not even 100 days in. Your reaction to this new administration, Eric?
I don't even know where to begin. First of all, Maria.
You know, Eric, I'm glad you don't know what to say because I'm not even going to let you finish there. All right? We don't need to hear your thoughts on a president not spending any time at the White House. And of course, Eric Trump does go on to talk about the fact that it's ridiculous. Maybe he's not up to the task. Maybe he just can't handle it. Blah, 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 blah. At this point in his administration, Donald J. Trump had already played golf 19 times, all at Trump-owned properties. And because he had to have Secret Service and Secret Service had to rent golf carts to keep up with him, it put money back in Daddy's pocket, Eric. And I know you know this. I know that you know how much money your father made from not working while he was president of the United States. And Maria, even though you're not a member of the Trump organization, you also know this to be true. Trump literally spent hundreds upon hundreds of days away from the White House at his own properties while he was president of the United States. Most of those trips were either to New Jersey or down to South Florida. At least Joe Biden's just going to Delaware, right? A stone's throw away from Washington, D.C. If he needed to get back super quickly, he could. But Trump is the king of taking vacations, taking breaks, and of course, just simply not working while being president of the United States. Let's not forget, this is the same guy who had to have his executive time. That as his administration went on, that executive time each day got a little bit longer and longer. And we all know what executive time was. That's when Donald Trump would post up in the residency of the White House, watching Fox News and tweeting about it. So far, Joe Biden hasn't done that. In fact, even though I'm no fan of Joe Biden, I'm willing to bet that that man has already worked more in less than 100 days than Donald Trump did in all of 4 years. Trump just wanted to have fun. Trump just wanted to have that title. He didn't want to put in any of the work. And he dang sure made sure that he didn't have to put in very much work throughout his entire 4 years in office. Let's be clear, though. 6 trips in such a short amount of time, you know what? It's a little much. I'm not going to lie. I wish Joe Biden was spending a little bit more time at the White House. You know, if Trump had done this 6 times, we would absolutely be calling him out. So let's call out Joe Biden too. Get to work. Even though you have been working for the most part. You've been having meetings. You've been holding press conferences. Well, one press conference. You've been talking with people. You've been working on legislation. So we do know that Joe Biden, even when he is in Delaware, is at least doing things. Unlike Donald Trump, who would go down to Mar-a-Lago, and as reports showed us, he would go talk to his wealthy country club members and ask their opinions about what he should do in terms of policy. So, Eric, you don't have a leg to stand on, okay? Daddy's not going to love you anymore because you're sitting there acting like Joe Biden going out of town 6 times is somehow worse than Trump playing golf 19 times in that same time period. Unless Joe Biden decides to buy a bunch of country clubs and spend the rest of his presidency coming and going from those, nobody is going to beat the amount of leisure time that Donald Trump took while in office.